D, wait for it, delightful.
Check out the name tag. You're in my world now, Grandma.
What's up, nerds, and welcome to my week in review. So this video is going to be just a little bit different because I'm only going to talk about one show. Usually I talk about 3 shows, and I'm going to talk about 4 different news stories, and then we'll talk about 3 movies, and then what's next to come. The reason this one is so short is just because I have some family stuff that I have to deal with this weekend, so I won't be able to film and edit whenever I usually do. So let's just jump right in because this is going to be a little bit of a shorter video. So the first thing I want to talk about is TV shows, and the first one I want to talk, well, the only one I want to talk about is Preacher. This episode was really good. I love when Satan shows up, especially when he came to Earth and he talked to Grandma, Preacher's grandmother. And she basically made a new deal with him, and he is supposed to kill off Tulip or take her to hell, and then she told him that Preacher has Genesis. And then I love that, and he sent his henchman, I don't remember her name, but he sent his henchman to get Tulip, and she, speaking of Tulip, she went to Japan to steal souls, which they did, and then there was a little bit of a double cross in there, and ended up taking the female Grail agent. And I really liked that whole. I like the Tulip and the female Grail agents banter back and forth to each other because they obviously don't like each other. So I think it's super fun. Speaking of the Grail, the male Grail agent got captured by the vampire cult, and he was turned into a vampire instead of being killed because that main vampire guy with the long hair, I don't remember his name, he just wants power, but he doesn't want to have vampires roaming the earth because he thinks he's like a self-hating vampire. Which I don't know how I feel about this part of the show and the turn it's taking, but we'll see. Let's see how it goes. And then the last thing I want to talk about is Preacher gets captured by the Grail, and then the Allfather wants to take Genesis out of him and put it into Humperdoo. And so then you find out that there's clones of Humperdoo, and they just keep exploding until they can master the right amount of balance of good and evil that's in Preacher, so then they can inject Humperdoo with it and then have him get Genesis. So, and I can't wait for the next episode. I love this show. It's so good. So then, okay, so moving on to news. The first story I want to talk about is we got to see the first look for Mulan in the Mulan live-action movie, and I think that this picture looks really great. A lot of people online are saying that she looks feminine, but I think she looks very like... you can't tell if she's male or female, and I think that that's good because when she cuts her hair and becomes a male soldier, I think that'll be really good for the that whole dynamic, because I always wonder how nobody could notice that a girl is a guy, and I think she's really pretty in this picture, and I think like her hair looks great. I love the clothes that she's wearing, and it just looks great, and I can't wait for this movie to come. The only negative thing about this movie is that it's not a musical. I'm super bummed about that part, but we shall see how it goes along, and we'll keep talking about it and everything. The next story I want to talk about is Jack Whitehall has been cast in Jungle Cruise, but they cast him as Emily Blunt's character's brother, but they also announced that he is going to be Disney's first openly gay character. And a lot of people of the LGBT community have come out against this because Jack Whitehall is straight. He is not a member of the LGBT community, and they feel that because this is the first openly gay character in a Disney movie, that he should be gay or a member of the LGBTQ community because it's such a milestone. And I have to say, I kind of agree with it. I'm on the side of that straight actors can play gay characters, and gay actors can play straight characters. But for this one to be the first openly gay character, I really feel like they should have cast a member of the LGBT community because, like I said, it's just a milestone. And it's really a step forward as far as representation. And it would have been really good to show some support towards the LGBT community. My next story I want to talk about is Ruby Rose has quit Twitter because she's got a lot of backlash over becoming Batwoman for the CW's Arrowverse. Now, I have to say, I said last week that I don't like Ruby Rose as an actress, and I still hold to that. If you watch the Meg and her crying scene, it looks awful. She is, in my opinion, she's still not a good actress, and I don't feel sympathetic to her right now at all. I say buck up and maybe hop over to your local store and pick up a pair of thicker skin, because you're going to get crap like this a lot. And I think that if you look at the comic book character, Ruby Rose doesn't look anything like her, but she's got a good look, and but some people were saying she's not gay enough, and that I don't agree with, because that's not right. But as far as people saying like they don't think she's a good actress and that this is not my Batwoman, like I didn't want her to be my Batwoman, I agree with that. I don't think that she's a good actress. Now, she can improve as an actress. She can totally, right now, this is the way she proves those people wrong. She goes, takes acting lessons, and then knocks Batwoman out of the park and says, screw you, I can be Batwoman, and here it goes. The last story I want to talk about is just, finally there is an end to this whole James Gunn problem, this whole thing. Disney has said that they are not going to be hiring James Gunn. He is finally out at Disney. They settled with him and everything, and he's moving on, and I mean, you feel bad for him, but at the same time, he did get paid $7 to $10 million because he technically did not break his contract with them, because this happened so far in the past and everything. And I think this is the right step. I think that even though I do feel bad that James Gunn was fired, I still hold to the fact that they had to let him go, because Disney is a family company, and they don't want this to be following them every time James Gunn steps out on the red carpet or makes a new movie for them. So what's coming up in movies? Well, this week we saw the drop of Crazy Rich Asians, and that came out Wednesday. Hopefully I can get a review up for that and everything, and talk to you guys about that movie. Then we also saw Mile 22, starring Mark Wahlberg, and that movie also was not. It was all right, but oh gosh, the Asian guy that's in it, he's in The Raid and The Raid 2. He is so good. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. Shoot, I should have wrote that down on my notes, but I didn't. And then also we saw Alpha. I didn't see that movie, but that came out this weekend. So what's coming up next? So as far as movies goes, we'll see Axel, and that's a movie about a robot dog. I don't know. I'm not interested in seeing it. I probably won't see it. Maybe I'll see it like way down the line when it's in streaming, but I don't think so. And then also Happy Time Murders is coming out, starring Melissa McCarthy, and I think this movie looks really funny, and I hope to see it. I probably won't see it. Maybe I'll see it opening weekend. I'm not sure, but it does look funny, and I am kind of excited to see it. And then last, Slender Man is opening next weekend also, and I have no desire to see this movie. I think I think that whole Slender Man thing is stupid, but you know, whatever, to each his own. But I think that a Happy Time Murders would be the choice, movie of my choice if I was going to see a movie. Okay, so tell me what you guys thought about the 4 stories that I shared to you. Do you think Mulan looks fantastic in this picture like I do? Do you think Jack Whitehall is the right pick for this character in Jungle Cruise? How do you feel about Ruby Rose quitting Twitter? And how do you feel about James Gunn finally just being gone out of Disney and not going to direct the Guardians of the Galaxy 3? You can share your thoughts in the comments section down below. And if you like this video, please hit that like button. If you're new to my channel, please hit that subscribe button. It really helped me out, and I would greatly appreciate it. And I hope you guys have a great week. I will check you guys later next Sunday, where I will hopefully have a longer video for you. And you guys have a great day. Bye.